Alright, here we are back at the Firelink Shrine, and I just remembered that I took a ridiculously long way over to the blacksmith before, but I remembered to take the elevator in the really quick way this time. And we've got our 20,000 souls still, and we are going to ask a pyromancer about upgrading our pyromancy flame here.
Oh, hello there. I'm pleased to see you safe, as always. If you provide the material.
Modify my equipment. And I'm just a huge fan of having a really nice pyromancy flame. So I'm actually going to drop all of these souls on it.
Goodbye then. Come back if you find anything new.
Awesome. And from here, we can just... Oh, actually... How much is that spell?
Oh, hello there. I'm pleased to see you, as always.
Sodom, Iron Flesh. Alright, I think, we're gonna want this spell later, Iron Flesh, so... Do we have any soul items?
Goodbye then. Be safe, friend.
I suspect we might not even. No, we don't. Okay, darn. Well, we can do without it for now. Anywho, on our way back down to Blighttown. He is still awfully suspicious. Yes, he is. You can tell just by the way that he sits around. He's a sinister individual, but he's got such shiny armor that you kinda want to trust him. But you know you shouldn't. Pull the lever. Pull the lever. There you go. I always believed in you, Bob. I knew you could pull that lever. You just needed me to hit A 300 times while standing right next to it, and then finally I'd adjust myself a little bit, and you would actually go. Elevator down. You just need to, yeah, step on this switch here in order to take the elevator down. Ideally while running around like a moron in a circle. If you actually run fast enough, you can kind of start like moonwalking in a circle in this game. That's kind of fun. I only did it for like a second there. Not a big fan of walking around and using the stairs. I'm much more of a fan of just dropping down, taking the fast way. And we are on our way to Blighttown. On our way. There is... Alright, so we're not that far from the last bonfire we're rested at. We do have an awful lot of humanity, so I hope it doesn't get wasted. But, you can actually come over here and see something pretty cool. I won't spoil it for you guys. This right here is a huge dead dragon. That is totally not dead at all. Yeah. So he's horrifying. I'm pretty sure you can actually just spam fire spells on him. Oh no, I've missed an item. I don't even know if that's an important item or not, but I know I want it. He's gonna puke. I think that makes you toxic if you get hit by that. Not entirely positive. Alright, yeah, that's gonna be worth spending the time to grab there. Let's just see how much damage we can do to this guy using just spammed fire magic. Oh, probably not gonna be enough with a fireball. I'd have to close the gap and use combustion. We'll save him for a little bit later. But for now, let's go ahead and take a look at the equipment that we got. So our Uchigatana is now doing 153 damage, pretty solid. But this actually does more damage because it does 80 physical and 80 magical for now. But it requires 14 faith, and we are rather faithless. Yes, we are. Only having 8 faith. But there's also this Dragon Crest shield that we got. That oh, sorry, we're not on our shield right now. Dragon Crest shield here that is worse at guarding against magic, but better at guarding against fire. It's got huge fire resistance, just a tiny bit worse at lightning, a little bit less stable. So if you're killing some fire stuff, you can use that instead. And if you're killing some magic stuff, you can use this instead. But right now, this one here's got the resistance to poison that we like. So we are going to roll with it, head over here to go into Blighttown. Yes, we are. I think that we're going to be buff enough that Blighttown's not going to be too much of a problem. Weakness, what? Dashing through. They take me for a coward. Which I will be if I die the first time against these guys. But for now, I am no coward. I will lure them out one by one and pick them off with backstabs and other such completely and totally brave ways of fighting your enemies. Yeah, that's not so bad. It's only gonna take like 4 backstabs. Less, actually. Like 3, because we get that free shot. Actually, just normal hits are working him. Yeah, not even a problem. That upgraded Uchi Katana is really good. We're now rocking a dung pie. We have a dung pie, people. Yeah. What dung pies do is they make you toxic, but they also make your enemies toxic. So I don't really know when exactly I would use that. Maybe if you had huge toxic resistance, you could get away with rocking that. He's just roaring, so I'm just gonna take him out with a backstab. I'm not sure. Yeah, if you had huge toxic resistance, maybe in PvP, if you had some sort of health regen, using a dung pie would be good. If your enemy didn't have that health regen, but you do end up fighting quite a few of those guys, so you end up with quite a few dung pies as a result. Yeah, this guy's angry, smashing things with his club. Take a swing. Remember, always try to drop your guard between attacks if you need to regen stamina. Right now my stamina is full, so I don't need to worry too much about that. But just working the corners against this guy, they're not difficult. You could probably kill these guys at any level. If you take damage from them, it's almost your own fault every single time. And I'm sure that like the next one that I run into will kill me and I won't even get a shot off, so that I have to admit that I'm horrible at this game. Different zones have different lighting setups around your character, so let's see, we kind of got this poisony looking area. Key to New Londo rooms. That's the key that you should need in order to open the door that we came through to get to here. There's a ladder over here, but we don't need to use that. We can just drop it down. Nah, that seems risky since we'd have to be walking in this direction here. And that might knock us off the edge. Alright, and we've run into our second Blighttown mob here. And our third at the same time. These guys breathe fire. The other ones are insects that can poison you. And this one's like stuck on the floor, it looks like, almost. Alright, you need to get a little bit uncomfortably close in order to hit them. But these guys are definitely caught on the floor. They were trying to poke through it there in order to get to me. And I murdered them while they were defenseless. I don't even feel bad about it. Tell you the truth. I'm happy they're dead. They were basically hideous mosquitoes. I'm personally a native of Minnesota and happen to hate mosquitoes, so you know. I think that we all have bugs in our lives that we hate. Oh, and this is actually you can see that this guy's rocking my poison bar at the top there. Oh, toxic bar, actually. He drops a purple moss clump, but you can see our health is ticking down pretty fast, so that's why we have these blooming purple moss clumps here. And we don't actually want to head in that direction. We want to just come right on down here. There's nothing so fantastically important over there that we need to go get. It might not be entirely true, but I know that there's nothing mandatory about going over towards those guys with the toxic darts. And I also happen to know that they hurt. So instead, I'm just going to keep on heading down to the bottom here. Yes, I am. And we've got a water wheel here. Just go ahead and roll on top of that. Keep an eye on when you need to get off at the bottom here. Okie dokie. And we can see one of the dead bodies that we knocked off ended up down here. And here's where you can go back up on the other side using those platforms. Slide on down this ladder. And go on down these stairs. Today I know the difference between ladders and stairs. Not always the case, but right now it is. And now we want to start making our way over to the left, because that is where the next bonfire is. And you can see that that ground back there poisoned us a little bit, ticked up our poison meter, but it didn't manage to actually successfully poison us all the way. And here is our bonfire. Go ahead and take a seat here. Take the opportunity to repair our equipment, so we got that repair box. And if we head on up here, there is treasure. Oh, or perhaps a trap. I do believe that there's treasure. I am not sure about the trap. A dragon scale is down here. Dragon scales can upgrade dragon weapons, like the Drake Sword. They are also, you can trade them in for ranks in a Dragon Covenant. But for now, before we get too caught up in the goings on of Blighttown, let's see if we can't just beat Blighttown without dealing with any extraneous crap, right? Just what if we could just beat this level right now? It's a horrible place to be. On both consoles, it just drops your frame rate. Oh, by the way, this is stuff that poisons you right here. This is the muck that would slow you down if you didn't have the rusted iron ring. But yeah, Blighttown is one of the most hated places in this entire game, and that I think largely comes from people that came the way from the depths to get here. That way seems a lot more difficult than using the master key to get through here. There's actually another separate way to get in here that ends up also getting you that key and giving you this shortcut. So there are actually two easy ways and one not so very easy way. If that meter ticks to the top, it's going to be poison and not toxic, and as you noticed, we've got 18 purple moss clumps and only 2 blooming purple moss clumps, so we want to use the one that only cures poison, not the one that cures both it and toxic. Wait for this bar to tick back down a bit. Ooh, shinies. Large titanite shard. Don't mind if I do. I can upgrade my Uchi Katana once more with that. That's awesome. See, there's also more shinies over there, but shinies guarded by evil things. Those dung pie dropping brutes. And now that we are at no poison, we're gonna try and rush over to this next spot. Ooh, he almost had us. Dang, and we get poisoned. Just barely. Go ahead and cure that with our purple moss clump. They're pretty durable back there. They do quite a lot of damage. We are just gonna go ahead and not worry so much about them. No, we're not. And this is going to be the boss, Quelaag, the Chaos Witch. Oh, those egg holding guys back there, if you just leave them alone, they're all right, guys. They're not so bad. Leave them alone. Don't go too close to them because they can implant a egg thing into your head. You don't really want that, at least not right now. So it's not going to be necessary to have the rusted iron ring in there. Let's go ahead and go with the tearstone ring. And head on in here.